Great work tonight. I've got a 6.2, 6.9, 7.0, 7.1, and an 8.0. Let's hear it. Probably on me. Get everything tight here. Bend down the hatches. There we go. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. That's 21 on the nose for our last poet. Okay. So on deck is Sonia. Let's welcome Michael Korenthal from, oh, I might mess this up, Larchmont, New York. Larchmont. Yeah. Larchmont, New York. Okay. Sorry.
Duct tape, like duct tape.
Remember, it's a hand mic too.
Hey everyone, this poem's called Summer Camp for Troubled Youth. We sat cross-legged and went around the circle answering the question, if you could have a superpower, what would it be? No one liked these team-building exercises. Everyone always lied. Malcolm wanted to become invisible. Christina wanted to fly. The same boring shit. Except when it was Dylan's turn, he leaned forward and said, I want to be able to make intangible things tangible. Dylan looked down at his hands. So then I could touch intangible things and hold them in my hands, he said. Like music. If I could touch music, I'd hold it in my trembling hands like this and I'd kiss it. I'd kiss music because it's gotten me through some really tough shit. And hope, if I could make hope tangible, it would be this little tiny thing that you can barely see, like a mouse's tear. Do you think mice cry tears? But hope would be this little tiny thing and I'd place it in my pocket because a colonel who survived the 1,000 Days War once told me you can't eat hope, but it can sustain you. And memories, I try to cradle memories in my arms like a baby, but they weigh much too much for me to lift off the ground because memories are heavy. They're the heaviest things on earth, sometimes even heavier than the earth itself, and memories would fall through my arms like all the things I've never wanted to lose. Love? Love would be a virus you don't need a microscope to see. Happiness would be someone I could take home to meet my mother. I could take happiness on a date to the movies, put my arm around her and whisper into her ear that the world wouldn't be the same without you. Dylan's hands were shaking. And solitude would be a man with a hurricane inside his head, sitting in a room alone at 1:37 a.m., hunched over a computer as the light bulb hums inaudible melodies, pretending he knows how to end a poem.
Hey, New York, what brings you to Florence?
I'm living in Portland, actually.
All right. New York to Portland. Love it. Excellent. Okay. So, scores for Michael. Up and at them, please. Okay. Got a 9.0. 9.1, 9.1, 9.1, and a 9.9. 27.3 for our East Coast, West Coast poet. Okay, interesting. On deck is Clementine. I want to see, is Clementine here? Did she make it from Clementine Von Radix from Portland? sad face. She's fantastic. Okay, Clementine, she's just on deck. Good for me to know. Okay, so in that case, on deck is Guadalupe, and we're going to welcome Sonia, Lilas or Lyles? Lyles. Sonia Lyles from Florence.
My poem is about the eating frenzy on a cruise ship. And I call it my ode to the midnight buffet. Breakfast was so tasty, I ate it all with vigor. Ham with cheese, another Danish please, does wonders for the figure. But I passed up brunch out by the pool to save room for lunch, 'cause I'm no fool. But afternoon tea I could not pass, for I had hunger pains, or was it gas? From across the deck I heard a big holler, let's do the walkathon for a ship-shape dollar. So with good intentions I walked, and I walked nearly a lap before finding a deck chair and taking a nap. To rest up for dinner, then eat like a horse, because anything you order is no problem, of course. Then it's off to see a movie, or a dance or two, or play bingo, or talk to the crew, even go to the casino down to your last dime. But deep inside, you're just stalling for time. For the big doors to open and the head waiter to say, ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous midnight buffet. But I've got real willpower to do what is right. I'll go just to look, and I won't take a bite. You know it's not like I'm actually starved. I just want to see how the ice sculpture's carved. So I walk around the table, and I'm totally in command, when very magically a plate appears in my hand. Oh, what the heck, I'll take just a taste. It would be a real pity for this food to waste. So I take a little bit here and a little bit there, and soon my plate has food everywhere and no place to put a thin slice of cake. And so another plate I must take, just for desserts that I missed during dinner. I can't help it if they're all a winner. On board a cruise ship, their food is fantastic. And don't we thank God for waistbands of elastic. The midnight buffet, you really should try it. Eat, drink, and be merry, because next week we'll all diet.
Thank you so much, Sonia. Oh, I never wanted to go on a cruise before, really. But also, I think Midnight Buffet is my new band name. I don't play music, so I have to name like at least 5 bands a week to keep up. Okay. Scores for Sonia. Open at me, please. Got a 6.0. 6.6. 7.6. 8.4. And an 8.8. Okay, so we only have 5 poets left. It's a little bit shorter, to let you know. So on deck is Katie. Let's welcome Guadalupe Mora from Florence. That is Florence.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome, everyone. Thank you and for letting me hear your poems. I'm a poet at heart, you know, and poetry in motion. Timer running. You know, I want to thank and welcome everybody that's here. You know, so thank you. This is me. I'm a new person to Oregon, so here it is. I've traveled distances. For instance, this is the furthest journey that I've been on a mission of neither good or bad, no wrong or right. I'm only left with the last steps to my death. Am I destined for what's next? Or will I die to never know success? I plead from out my consciousness, acknowledging the knowledge in my scripts. Food for thought, filling banquets for starving artists. To hear the hunger grab for the tooth out, I'm bottomed out. Heard the cries in the crowd growing loud, screaming out. Till my belly aching, stomach's vacant, churning into thoughts for motivation. I manifest this meal I'm making, filling in the blank on the plate with the statement. This artist starving, my hunger dry, reach the farthest, furthest. For this, I do this one in memory of, in memory of, in memory of. I do this one in memory of, in memory of, in memory of, in memory of. Those who couldn't make it, I'm trying to save what is most sacred. Lyrics that withstand the test of time. The truth is dated ageless. Not another life that's wasted. Suppressed within my pages is the feeling of containment. Free from mental enslavement. Describing the feelings amazing. I'm raw as my nature's creative. Embrace it. Take a course on days and time. Refreshing the mind. To justify the means of life. You have to walk a day in my life. I rip it despite what critics state that dislikes. No stereotypes. It's depth on the mic. Set fire, ignite the vibe. Bring it back one time. It's depth on the mic. Check 1, 2. From all the depths they flew. I rush through, I crush throughs. Sharpen the blades, I cut you and gut you. Making tracks is bound to touch you. Emotionally, spiritually, physically, lyrically. This could be the last attempt at making some sense out of this mess. I'll call my life through the specs. It's death in the flesh. Repressed thoughts get expressed off my chest. I address those heads that sparks the interest in what's next. Affects the outcome of my album. I shout to attract another eardrum. And here comes someone right now who heard the style a mile away, asking for the time of day. I told them if they had a second to record, I would recall their recollection. I'm trying to make a record and call it Choose Your Direction. Choose your direction. Choose your direction. Thank you.
Welcome to Oregon. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and for other poets, the few of you that are left, that is also an option. That worked out very well. Excellent. Okay, scores for our lyrical poet. Up and at me, please. 6.0 and a 7.4. 7.5, 8.0, and an 8.8 for Guadalupe. Here. 22.9. Okay, counting down. On deck is Stephen. Stephen, thank you so much. And yeah, Stephen is on deck. Let's welcome Katie Bronze from Florence.
Those walls are imaginary. I love this home. At times, I really wanted to get out of the house, to the point of million miles escape, lights out, gone, where'd she go? Some unfathomable paradise of hellish distillations. It's terrifying. Those black barred journeys wrapped in bottles of numb, cased in euphoric boxes of tall tale stories never come to be. I love this home, its network of intricate functions all on its own. How I can look out of these windows, just that, and see so much light, beauty beyond words outside these walls. I see all around me. This unformidable, exquisite tree, behold, root, glorious hillside flowers, birds' wings, canyon walls and river falls, ocean echoes, sun rings, rainbows, scented mist, raindrops suspended on leaf lips. I love this home. Its restoration is a daily unfolding, a kind of due diligence, resilience, invisible scaffolding, building up structure that had fallen down. I'm comfortable here now. No need for escape, because this house can move. Be anywhere, anything, everything. All life. Those walls are imaginary. And getting out is only a matter of going in. All the way in. Listen to the piercing silence of stillness. And then, why would you want to be anywhere else, anything else, anyone else, but the pureness of your luminosity just shining, shining.
Large music band. What a great range of styles you guys have here in the Florence community too. I'll come over for your open mic and stuff. Yeah. Fun. Okay, scores for Katie, judges. 6.9. 7.3. 8.1. 8.6 and a 9.0. Let her hear it. Okay, so on deck is Tawny. Let's welcome Stephen Fowler from Florence.
She said, he didn't have to buy that gun. He didn't have to rob that store. He didn't have to shoot at those people. There's a choice to stay innocent. He didn't take it. The problem is, man, I was born in a structure where I was classified guilty before I even left the womb. My pigment gave the prosecutors probable cause to presume me guilty far before I committed a crime. He said, why does it always have to be about color with you people? Why do you throw skin tone around so much as 2016? When will y'all stop using race as an excuse? The problem is, sir, it is not the color of my skin that causes the thousands of conversations of unjust action. It is not my skin tone being thrown in the faces of less in the shape of dominance, nor is it my color that gives our race the excuse. Is not mine. That, sir, is yours. Then we say, we tired of this shit. Revolutions, fist up, fuck the police, y'all gonna stop killing us. And I march along too, like I am not a walking contradiction myself. February 26th marked the 4-year anniversary of Trayvon Martin's death, but at the time, the gravity of it didn't hit me fully because I was already disconnected. 10 months before that, Shiloh Hampton was gunned down in front of Lloyd's in the Mall in Portland over gang affiliations. And every summer since, the city has cried gunshots after gunshots, and little black boys fired gunshots and died from gunshots in every city. But when every answer has been gunshots from a nation since its foundation, we find it a bit easier to stay disconnected. And by the way, my nigga got bullet holes in his car right now, and if I ever find out who did it, walking contradiction. The problem is, we kill our kind just as fast as they do. But when they do, we scream, I can't breathe, like Eric Gardner for the world to see. And it's true, we can't breathe because of y'all, because of us. The problem is, there's way too many y'all versus us and not enough human beings, unity. We are here together no matter what. But no matter what the problem is, if I rob the store, if I kill a nigga, if I become a father, if I become a doctor, if I walk down the street at the age of 17, I still have the same fate of being swallowed up as a black man in America. The problem is, too many problems, not enough solutions.
All teams. I got a belly word.
Okay. We're going to start at 8.5. 9.6. 9.8. 9.9. 9.9. On deck is, but then there's an open mic, right, afterwards, so carry on.
At homegrown.
Yeah, that's homegrown. I don't know where that is, because I don't live here, but I like that name. Has good connotations for me. Just down the street.
We'll get directions.
I like gardening, that's all I'm saying. So on deck is Christine. Let's welcome Tawny. I'm probably going to mess up your last name, I apologize. Tawny J. Nikitins? Tawny J. from Springfield.
Your education is a fallacy based on fear-mongering. Mongering's fear, like a cloaked beast peeking out from under furry hood with two yellow eyes like coins, atop a bull-horned shaggy monster on clawed gray toes, spear in hand. It does not like education. It does not like expression. The arts, unpredictable, uncontrollable. That which does not have a leash upon it must be muzzled. Prodded, poked, stoked, onward into ignorance, onward into the slobbering masses, onward into anti-intellectual America. Toss us your coins, toss us your coins. You are our ever, ever, everlasting consumer. Onward. And you, puckered-faced, scrotum lips, silencing. We prefer the silence to the overbearing dialogue, discussion, might too much critical thinking there. We are not here to shape strong young for upcoming revolution. We are here to shape young, glazed-eyed, buying into systematic. Shh. Do not say its name. To say its name would be to summon it, that wraith which haunts us. Silence be better. Silence better. Silence. Monger's spear rises up, spear in hand, quiet now, it says, though it has no voice, but a plethora of voices. Fox, MSNBC, CNN, Citizens United, and lobbies and lobbies and lobbies. Quiet now, wouldn't want to make a scene. It pokes at throats with spear points. Behind it, I see you. I know you. You are not good nor clever. We have caught you red-handed, and we will not be afraid. We will not be silenced. Even the youngest among us will rise up. And you will be powerless to stop us.
Connie is also impressed with teaching poetry slam sometimes. I officially live in Springfield. I'm actually out in the country, so thank you. Love it. Okay. Scores for Tani, our penultimate poet. I'd like to use that word whenever I can. Because it's got pen in it and ultimate. 8.3. 8.4. 8.7, 8.9, and a 9.0 for Tani. Thank you, poet. 26 on the nose. Okay. Last poet of the competition. Let's welcome Christine Short, also from Springfield, to the stage.
Hello. My poem is called Heartstone. On the trail, we come to the bridge, crossing Goodman Creek. Slight dip to the left, the forested path drops. Shafts of sunlight stream. Infinitesimal motes of mist, of dust. The cosmos billows with each swell of my breath. This staggering scene. Down on the pebbly bank, piled on mossy rocks, cairns dance, presences past, as water rushes fast in steady, heady drone. We will add ourselves to the mix, poking, picking, placing our finds in colorful, careful stacks. Cool water clutches my fingers as I pluck. Such luck from the flow, a sublimely sweet heartstone. We giggle, gleeful at what the place presents to me at my moment to join in. Token of universal love, I'll take it. Make of it something to have and to hold, something new from such time-worn old. I do.
Yay, thank you. Okay, so scores for Christine. Judges, I want to say one more time that you've really done a great job tonight.
Yeah.
You really have. Let's keep it up. Okay, up and at me one last time. I've got a 6.8, another 6.8, 7.2, 8.0, and an 8.5. 22 on the nose. Everyone's getting like, yeah. So here's what I'm thinking. I want to give these folks just a minute to calibrate our winners, and I want to thank you for this wonderful experience of being with you. And I thought I might do that with a poem. Are you ready already? I feel like give you some time, else I'm just going to keep bantering. Oh, interesting. How do you want to do that? The second poem?
No, I never told them they had to do a second poem, so it'll be the same poem.
Oh.
Same poem again, only judges will only have 2 to judge.
I would also tell you what we do in Eugene, which is a little funny.
All right.
What we do in Eugene when we have a tie is we do a haiku battle. This is how that happens, and you guys can of course say if that's not something. It's an in the moment thing to do that. No? Okay. So how do we want to do this?
All right, I think we want them to decide. Michael, Parenthal, and Noah.
Noah and Michael.
Do you want to do a second poem or the same poem?
They both have second. Noah and Michael, where are you?
Second poem? Yeah, I'd prefer a second poem. Second poem?
Second poem.
Yeah, let's do it. Who has a coin? Let's make it fair about who wants to go. Does one of you want to go first? How do you feel about that? Let's make it real fair. Oh, judges, you're not off duty yet? This is such an exciting, bonus round? Okay, good. So, I want to make it fair to see who goes first and who goes second out of the 2 of these poets. So, coin toss? Coin toss? Okay. Oh, that was almost really good. Stefan and Michael's in the back. No, sorry. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's when it is. We need a pinch-hitting judge. So, this is wonderful. There we go, pinch hitter right here. Fantastic. Okay. So, actually, how does this work? How do I make this really fair, you guys? Yeah, who gets to call it? Okay. Heads, tails. Do you want, ooh, that wasn't it wasn't good. Thank you. That was way better. Tails. That means it's your choice. Do you want to go first or second?
Second.
All right. Okay. Here we go.
The plants that occupy the rainforest floor are in constant competition for sunlight. They survive off the bits that fall through the canopy. The conditions are fixed, so the plants are used to it. But every once in a while, a hole opens up from a broken branch or fallen tree, and the seeds that lie dormant spring to life. They reach for the canopy because their lives depend on it. The hearts that occupy the U.S. prison system are in constant competition for love. They survive off the bits they hear through phone calls and words they read in letters. The conditions are fixed, so the hearts are used to it. But every once in a while, a hole opens up from destiny or pure luck, and the hearts that lie dormant spring to life. They reach for intimate connection because their lives depend on it. There is no substitution for sunlight. There is no substitution for a woman's touch. If you deprive a plant from nutrients, it withers. If you deprive a heart from love, it withers. When a plant is allowed to grow, it gives back to other life forms through intricate ecosystem services. Example, the air we breathe. When a heart is allowed to grow, it gives back to other life forms through intricate love units. Example, I'm always thinking of you. You're always on my mind. Since the day that we first met, I knew you were one of a kind. Plants photosynthesize sunlight. Hearts convert loneliness. Both extract poison from our environment. Yet both are being suppressed. There are nearly 2 million hearts in the U.S. prison system. CO2 is being released at all-time highs. Which brings me to say, have you ever seen a rose grow from concrete? Have you ever seen love grow from a jail cell? Both are beautiful. Both strive for survival, reaching their branches to the sky in an attempt to touch what gives them life.
Thank you, Noah. I'm so glad for this time. More. Excellent. Okay, and thank you to our pinch hitter judge. Thank you, other judges. A couple more rounds. Up and at it, please. Scores for Noah in the second round. All right. We got a 9.1. 9.6. 9.7. 9.8. And a 10. 29.1. 29.1. Okay, so second poet we get to hear from a second time bonus. Please welcome Michael back to the stage.
I'm going to stick with the ocean theme from tonight, and this poem's called Hello, I Hope That You Are Loved. Somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean, between Black Rock and Pelican Cay, a shark fell in love with an anchovy. He would whisper sweet nothings into her ear like, "Are you tired? because you've been swimming through my mind all day? Or could you grab my fin so I can tell my friends I've been touched by an angel? They pass their days gliding through the Gulf Stream together, fin holding fin. At night, they gazed up at the stars from the Devil's Trench. The anchovy knew that the shark wasn't perfect. She knew that he had trouble controlling his impulses, especially at the scent of blood. But love is loving someone, accepting someone for how fucked up they are. It's knowing their failures and their greatness and still loving them for their failures and their greatness, despite their differences. The shark and the anchovy were in love. Their families felt differently about their relationship. The shark's father yelled, "How could you love those barbarians? Fish eat seagrass and live in reefs. They can barely swim." The shark's mother yelped in disbelief. Sharks aren't supposed to eat anchovy. Anchovies are supposed to hate. The shark's mother yelped in disbelief. Sharks are supposed to eat anchovies, not love them. The anchovies' father yelled in an outburst of rage. Anchovies are supposed to hate sharks. Oh, yeah. The anchovies' father yelled, "Do you know for how many centuries sharks have been oppressing our kind?" The anchovies' mother yelped in disbelief. Anchovies are supposed to hate sharks, not love them. After an evening of arguments and tears, the anchovies' father yelled in an outburst of rage, "My dear daughter, if I ever see you with that shark again, you will be dead to me." But the shark and the anchovy shared a love that could not be broken. It was the kind of love that had made kingdoms crumble to the ground on earth and thunder explode out of the heavens in the sky. One night, when the stars appeared especially bright from the Devil's Trench, the shark and the anchovy ran away together. As time went by, the creatures of the ocean told the story of the shark and the anchovy to their children. But they forgot whom the story was about. Was it about a lion and a zebra? A wolf and a sheep? Two humans?
Michael from New York and Portland. Yes. Oh, what a perfect, we have like an ocean sandwich now. Ocean and love the ocean. So good. Okay, this time, last scores for reals, judges. And at me please as soon as you're ready. All right. Got a 9.2, another 9.2, 9.5, 9.6, and another 9.6. Let him hear it. 28.3. You guys are going to play one? Oh. You want to hear a poem? Yeah! Okay, I don't want to, you guys make sure you're good and you feel great. Okay, listen, we'll end here. It's been such a pleasure to be with you. And I take a lot of pleasure in words in general. And yeah, let's talk about that for a second. Okay, so let the anticipation build. Okay, so this is the thing. I love words. Obviously, I've been doing this for 10 years and performing and, writing and, or not, and hating that I'm not, for a long time. And I have a lot of feels about that. And one of those feels is like, well, you know how they say that like a man cannot live on bread alone. Well, how would say that my womanly libido cannot live solely on the flesh. And I confess that my deepest hungers have not so much to do with older or younger, man or woman, thin or thick, with hair short or long. No. It's the song of a soul that pulls me magnetic towards tongue-twisting kinetics. It's the movement of mouths making meaning sublime. It's the rhythm of rhymes slip-slapping in time that creates this yearning in me. Eternally, like there's something mythic, monolithic, intrinsically embedded that gets me shotgun-wedded to unbridled intelligence. For better or worse, richer or poor, never been a whore for money, but tell me something tragically funny in just the right way, and I'll become piano, all keys yours to play. What can I say? I know I talk too much, and for way too long, but I like things that go on and on. Honey, if the thought train is right, I can hop on and talk all night. I will chat you up until you are nothing but a juicy puddle of muddled metaphors and sticky epiphanies. Not to say I'm just a brain teaser. I'm a big believer in making dreams come true. It's just that sometimes two minds making music trumps two bodies making love, because there is something of the sacred in our fleeting meetings of artistic linguistics that leaves me far more satisfied than a cheap ride of thrill. Which again is not to say I will refuse if the way you use your tongue is intriguing enough. I'm sure there's plenty of other stuff we could get into together. No doubt a world of pleasure beyond words awaits our great explorations. But what unzips such bold tricks is the allure of pure creation. I need a coital communication of shared understanding before fanning the flames of that which defies name. So beautiful stranger, I'd love to link my lips with your hips and vice versa, but you have to seduce my cerebellum first. Flatter my gray matter, make me want to burst with a desire to inspire you as much as you've inspired me. Hear me proper, world. I want someone who is hard to get off my mind, because I just find them so goddamn fascinating. I want to lick what makes you tick. I want to touch what touches your heart. I want to strip you down until you're wearing nothing but art. I want to speak. I want to listen. I want to feel moisture glisten in my eyes and between my thighs simultaneously, because I'm just that into what you're saying to me. I want to be loved the way a saxophone loves the air that flows through it. I want to do it like there's just no other way to say anything more provocative than what was already said before you found your way into my bed. I want an orgy of lust, trust, and catharsis. How about you? Can you feel me? That's my way of saying I really like you guys a lot. Very special evening. So now we get to clap one more time for some of our poets, and truly, you have all done a magnificent job here tonight. Fantastic, and folks who have put this all together, what a success. Yes, thank you. Do this. Drum roll for third place, please. Let's give it up for Michael Florence. There's a real drum roll. Oh, let's have a guitar player. Okay, and second place one more time for Noah. Okay, here we go. In first place tonight, one last time, big, 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 Stephen Fowler! grown, or some of y'all are. Don't forget to tip our wonderful guitar player on the way out.